it wasn't the best country and it wasn't the best year to be born. I became Argentinian not just in my passport or my citizenship, but I'm Argentinian inside. 1 year ago, we adopted a child. Hello, my friends. My name is Eugenia, and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Maybe some of you knows me from my other YouTube channels because I have a YouTube channel in Spanish and a YouTube channel in Russian. So let me introduce myself before I describe the topics of this channel, and maybe I propose the topics for this channel because I would like you to tell me which ones you prefer first. I was born in Donetsk, Ukraine in 1986. I think it wasn't the best country and it wasn't the best year to be born, but it's something I cannot change, but I'm okay with it. And I also was raised in Russia because, as it is usual in there, I had family from Ukraine and family from Russia. My mother was raised in Russia. My father was born in and raised in Ukraine, in Donetsk, and both of them met in another town very, very far from where they were living when they were studying at the university, but it's not exactly the university, but because in Soviet countries, the university where you could learn music were named differently. So my parents are musicians. My father plays trumpet, and that is was how he has seen in other countries while living in Ukraine with his orchestra. They played in Europe, mostly in Italy, while my mother had her business buying clothes uh, in Turkey. So that is how they saw like a little bit more of the world that just living in Ukraine, and that is they have realized that we needed to leave our country. I will talk about this in another video and why we choose Argentina. But yes, this is where I'm now. We migrated 24 years ago. That was 2001. That was a really hard year for Argentina, but we didn't know anything at that moment. And, anyways, we don't regret anything. But yes, that year, a huge crisis started here in Argentina, and I think the country never recovered from this crisis. And this is one of the topic we will discuss here in this channel. How are we dealing with this crisis? How are we surviving despite of all this economic instability and maybe the biggest inflation in the world? Of course, I will be showing you my country, my region, my town, and other regions, and I will talk about life in Argentina in different regions because there are many differences between different regions. But I think this channel will be mostly about identity and about changes because I've changed my identity. I became Argentinian not just in my passport or my citizenship, but I'm Argentinian inside. But also, I would like to talk about the conflict, Russia and Ukraine, and how it influenced my life and my relationships with Russian people and also with my own family, with my parents and with my relatives that are still living in Ukraine and in Russia. So, first of all, like a year and a half ago, I created a channel in Spanish where I was showing our places and our way of living in Sierras de Córdoba, that is a mountainous part of Córdoba province. and it has some particularities that we will be discussing later in other videos. But we have this phenomenon in which people from Buenos Aires or maybe Santa Fe and other provinces or big cities are coming here to live here. So this was my first videos, and I told about how to buy a piece of land or how to buy a house here and how to build a house here, because my husband and I, we built our house. But then I started to talk about migration, about my international migration experience. And I also talked about this conflict and also about this new migration of Russian people, because thousands of Russians came here to Argentina. And that is why I also started my YouTube channel in Russia. We are talking about Russians that mostly disagree about Putin's politics. So maybe it's a delicate topic, but I also touched it because I think any topic should be discussed, because this is the sane way to carry on our coexistence between different nations. So we should discuss everything and we shouldn't use wars to solve these issues. And of course, I noticed that another foreigners are coming to Argentina. That is why I also created this YouTube channel, because I received some comments on my other channels in English, or maybe asking me for translating my videos. Most of them have English subtitles, but the audience is different, and so the content is not the same when I use one language or another to talk about different topics to different audiences. And this channel could be also about the particularities of our version, our Argentinian version of Spanish language, and that would be something interesting I talk about in my YouTube channel in Russian, and it is always something that people really are asking a lot. But also from my personal point of view, from my personal position, the purpose of this YouTube channel is also to improve my English, because I usually use it to listen things in English, to listen videos, to listen series or watch TV series, but I never use it to talk. I never speak in English in my daily life, so I apologize if I make lots of mistakes, but I still think that there are many interesting ideas that I can share with you, even if I speak with some mistakes, and I hope it will be improving soon. Maybe I forgot a very, very important subject to talk about. 1 year ago, we adopted a child, and I will be talking about this too on this channel. So, this is a huge and a transforming experience. So, as this channel is about transformation and identity and changes, we have many ingredients to include here to talk about these topics. And of course, I invite you to leave your comments and tell me what topic are you interested in more. So that's all for today, and I hope we can meet here soon. Bye bye.